Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Plate Mail. Welcome to
Take
Plate
two.
Bag.
Take two.
Take two. Thank you very much for joining us. We are doing a one-shot tonight because next week is our finale, and we, Jordan and Megan, are
Dead.
No,
To us.
they're back
In this one shot, their characters are
Yeah.
dead.
They're
I mean,
on-
that is true.
They're on their vacation.
Or are they?
So tonight we're going to be doing a one-shot. It's set in Greenland, in 1425, and basically it is the last known Viking settlement. It was there for about 400 years, and then it just disappeared. Archaeologists don't know why, but we're going to answer that question tonight because we know what actually happened, and these lovely people are going to live through it. Basically, here's how.
Wait.
Or not.
No. That was a guarantee. That's canon. GM said it. That's canon.
So tonight's kind of cool because, as you know, we have our donation tiers, and our lovely players are going to be playing for these certificates that say that they survived a one-shot Call of Cthulhu game. Because one-shots you can do a lot more, and the death rate can be a little bit higher. So whoever survives gets a lovely certificate. Plus, we have a wonderful prize package for whoever has the most sanity at the end of the night and survived. If no one wins, then we're gonna hold on to the prize package, and the next time we do a one-shot, it will be up for grabs again. These are not valid until Dom and I sign them. So
It's kind of like wedding licenses.
totally,
You can totally spend the money on them, but they're not valid until you actually get married.
yeah,
From what I found out.
Apparently.
apparently.
So welcome to Call of Cthulhu Knitting Night. We're not leaving the room. We're just going to sit in one place.
Now,
Why would we want to have knitting needles?
Oh
around
yeah,
us?
good point.
there are a couple of just
Tupperware.
basic things to remember. You guys can do pushes as much as you want. They're not going to donate for pushes, but there's a certain tier that if we hit that tier, they can no longer use pushes. They roll, that's what they get, they're done, okay? There is also a tier where you guys get some helpful stuff, and then there's, some tiers where it's not so helpful. So, take a look at them, donate, and see how much of a hell you can put them through as elder gods. Plus, so you guys can do pushes. Oh, hey BSB Care.
Thanks.
Thanks for the resub.
Thanks.
Little background. Like I said, it's
You
14.
didn't consult the chart.
It's 1425. This Viking settlement on Greenland has been around for about 400 years, and basically they've been hunting for walrus and the ivory trade and that kind of stuff. A lot of times they'll send ivory and leather and everything else back to Europe, and it's very lucrative. The problem is that they are sharing this region with the Inuit people who have always been there. They migrated from Alaska long before the Vikings showed up in around 986. Eric the Red was the first person to show up and claim the land, and then later his son Leif was there. And they actually found Vinland as well, or as it was known in the sagas. So we're at the tail end. We're in 1425, and at the most there was about 2,500 Vikings living in this area throughout the time. Now it's down to about 500 people. For a couple of different reasons. Most of the times, most of the Vikings are out either hunting or raiding. There's a couple of farms, but they're just there for basic care, so that they have a little bit. Now, one problem is the Vikings will sometimes raid the Inuit settlements to get different, to get food or whatever. And sometimes they'll take them and send them off to be slaves, or they'll use them as slaves in the actual cities that they have set up. So you guys are all in this one city called, let me see, Havasay. It's Hvalsey.
Valse.
Valse. So let's introduce characters real quick, and then we'll jump into it. Nick, you want to start us off?
Sure. I'm Nick, and I will be playing Arik Leifson. I don't know very much about him yet, but we'll discover him together.
Go ahead, Ben.
I'm Ben Dunn. I will be playing Arvid. 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 Okay, I'm done.
Oh.
Take this over. I will continue to do this.
Hello. I am Kelsey, as some of you probably know by now, and I will be playing Hilvi, who seems like a pretty cool broad.
She can jump super high.
Hello, I'm Michelle, and I will be playing Einar, who is a Viking female from Valse. Sounds like a bunch of furniture names.
Basically, yeah. In the future,
Pork.
Yeah.
they took my name and made it an IKEA piece of furniture.
Hey guys, if you haven't checked out the Hvalsey yet, it's like really.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it
Valse
falls
series
apart
is
pretty
amazing.
easly. But
But luckily, if you have
if you have
an Allen wrench,
if you're really good at Allen wrenching like Dom is.
oh God. All right. So basically, you guys are fighters who also do some merchant work. It is getting very close to the winter season, so most of the boats are out. They'll be back soon, right before the frost hits, and then the next year will come, and they usually bring back a lot of supplies and stuff. Meanwhile, your Jarl, the chieftain of your area, he is concerned about the amount of food that you guys have right now, because you have been doing a lot of feasting and partying, and they have kind of run down some of your supplies. And
No regrets, guys. No regrets.
yeah,
YOLO.
Yeah.
Olaf is
YOLO.
Yeah.
YOLO.
It's spelled JOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YOLO.
YOLO. NOLO. So you
Vikings
guys,
invented YOLO. Heard it her first.
Vikings were very good at inventing everything.
yeah, we've invented a lot over the years. So there's a Inuit village not far away, and what he wants is for you guys and a couple of other people to go and basically, because he doesn't want to deal with them being upset or possibly attacking back.
Wipe them all out.
No, he wants you to sneak in late at night and basically take as much food as you can from their stores, from their place, and bring it back. Okay. Now, whether or not you guys feel comfortable with this is up to you. But he is your Jarl, and he basically commands you to do it. So if you decide not to, or if you want to complain to him, you can, but there might be consequences. So you'll have to decide for yourselves what you feel comfortable with, okay? Which probably for Vikings, you're raiding somebody else. No, that's just kind of a normal thing.
It's a Tuesday.
Look, we only have so much food, and we need to, even though the boats are bringing back supplies, it could be a few weeks before they do. And I want to make sure we're well stocked, and they seem to always have enough. So we'll just go and we'll take some. I can't go to them again and ask for it. I don't feel like that's.
We should ask with our swords.
Yes.
Or perhaps our wits.
Or perhaps we don't ask and we just take it.
Well, if you go in the middle of the night after everyone's asleep, their dogs might bark or something, but I think you'll be fine. Go in, take their stuff, and just grab the food and stuff. Don't take any slaves this time, and we'll be fine.
Easy
Okay.
enough.
Pretty simple.
Cool.
Fine.
All right.
There, Arvid.
Come on, Arvid.
Arvid. Arvid.
Okay.
There,
Buck up, Arvid.
I told you not to call me Arvi.
Arvid sounds like
gets to camp separately from everyone else.
it does sound like a bookshelf. This is the Arvid. Totally. So, what, if any, plans during the day do you guys want to do? Do you have any questions? Do you have, before you set off at night, before I fast forward tonight?
I will get some of the kitchen scraps and raw meat and such that we have.
Okay.
To give to the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
that's a good idea too.
all right.
Do we have
I thought
any
it was
poison
just
to put in
raiding
there?
snacks.
Can we put poison in the
You have to keep your blood sugar up when you're Viking.
Right. Well,
You don't wanna put-
I also
And
have
stay
animal
hydrated.
handling. Yes.
You have to bring some meat along.
Bring that wine stuff, guys.
I'm not so concerned with poisoning the dogs, but if we can just feed them and have them be quiet.
Well, I also
You know what would
have
keep them quiet?
relatively high animal handling, so I could probably intervene should we
Plus,
need it.
and this is one of your other group guys, plus, if we end up poisoning them, then we can't eat them later if
Right.
we need.
He has a good point.
Shouldn't waste.
Yes, if
Right.
we kill their dogs, they'll have more trouble hunting, which means we'll
We won't have food to
Exactly.
borrow from
Right.
them.
Well, I was just
Right.
talking about eating the dog.
well that as well.
Also,
Oh.
of course.
But the dogs are very valuable, so why eat them
True,
first?
true.
Eat the dogs last.
Right.
True. Sometimes
Words to live
dogs more
Now that
more
we have
valuable
that
than actual
settled.
people.
Those are words to live by.
That-
Eat
that
the
is
dogs
true.
last.
I agree.
Skull.
Oh,
What is that you're drinking?
Session lager,
Ah.
Premium.
How is it?
Premium.
Ah,
pretty good.
cool. All right.
We know like the layout of this place probably. We've
Yeah,
been
you
there
guys have a
enough
pretty good.
times.
You guys have been here your entire life. You know the area. You've.
Is this a
been-
walk or a boat?
It's a boat because the terrain is pretty rough in between. It's true. It's really rocky.
From what I understand, Greenland is a misnomer because Greenland is covered in ice, whereas Iceland is covered in green.
Wow.
Right.
That's
Then what's
great.
Vinland covered in?
Vines.
No, no
Desert.
vines whatsoever.
Desert.
Desert land is covered in vines.
yeah. When
Sorry,
you're the
it's a
ones,
lake.
no, when you're the ones who are making the maps that everyone else follows,
Yeah.
and you want to keep the nice place to yourself, you call it Iceland.
Well, the
Interesting.
thing
Like
is, what happened with
Overland.
Eric the Red is when he found the area that because his dad got kicked out of Norway or whatever and got sent out to Iceland, and then Eric the Red got kicked out of Iceland and then went to Greenland. And when he got there, the section that he saw was actually a nice little area, and it wasn't winter, and everything was kind of nice about the
Right.
spot. And so he set up,
Curse you, microclimates!
and he told everybody, hey, come this is going to be the next Iceland.
Bros, it's awesome.
Yeah.
There's like a ton of land. It's totally green.
And then, of course, they get hit by the first winter.
And
And everyone's like, holy shit. Well, I mean, they were there for 400 years, but still, it was like, you know, it wasn't the paradise.
And then he went to America and called it India. So.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, he went to America and then pissed off the Native Americans, and they didn't have enough people to colonize.
But he did bring over Ian McShane.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, which is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After they all blinded themselves in one eye.
Yeah.
All right, so is there anything you guys want to do before you set out? You got everything you need? You get some pieces of meat for the dog?
I'd like to practice my sleight of hand
Okay, so you're
on,
practicing.
on a rune stone.
All right, give me a roll.
65 under my 72.
All right, ooh.
That was pretty sly there.
Nobody.
Guess where it is?
Where did it go?
And then I pull it out of her ear. I do not pull it out of her ear.
You just grab her hair. And,
Ah!
I don't want to talk to you for a little while now.
All right.
That was weird.
Sorry.
Do you need to work
Weird
on
and
that?
awkward.
You touched your hair,
Oh,
bro.
an assless chap.
Hello?
So I'm
Viking
willing.
high fives.
I'd like to thank an assless chap, which I'm willing to bet is Devin.
He
Texas
could be a
Devin.
poor gentleman with no butt.
It's true.
Oh, how
So-
do you sit down?
I mean,
Well,
look,
don't you
look at this.
remember-
An assless chap is giving us money that they should be saving for their operation. They're at a butt to me.
Add a
Well-
butt to me.
So Texas Devin, when we did the first
you.
season, when we did the first season, we talked about chaps, and we were like, yes, assless chaps, and Devin's like, all chaps are assless,
yes.
and that was just a running. So like, I get assless chaps. It was a running joke for a while. So thank you very much. So you guys, you practice your sleight of hand. You talk
Poorly.
around, and you get the boat ready. It's you and like 4 other. What?
Texas Devin.
Texas Devin. Okay.
Nice.
10,000 bits!
That equals $1.
Bits and bits and bits. Kibbles
Oh,
and
cool.
Bits. It's kibbles and bits.
Oh, okay. So with that, thank you guys. We've unlocked our first tier. Now, this first tier I'm going to tell you about, and it's you get an advantage roll on any roll you want, your choice. So
At any time?
anytime.
Just
Okay,
one
because
roll.
I want to.
No, don't.
On your sleight of
if you
hand roll?
use it right now, if you use
You
it
only
as
do it
a
on one
joke,
roll.
if you say, I want to use it, and you use, I'm totally sticking it to you.
No,
You're
that's what I'm
stuck.
saying. I only get it once.
You only get once.
Okay, that's fine.
So
that's fine.
so I'm just saying, hold on to it.
Use it in a pinch.
Use it in a pinch. Use it in the pinch of the boat.
Water over there, Nate.
believe so.
Probably. Is it? There's not cold water. There is maybe slightly cold water, and then there is room temperature water.
Slightly cold water is
Well,
fine.
let's see if there is a slightly cold water, or if I'm lying.
Or if there's a sparkly water.
I
that
thought-
also
I
is
thought-
fine.
There's probably a very warm sparkly water. This is the most exciting part of
I
the
don't think
night.
I like that.
Yes.
It is. So you guys all get an advantage die for one roll during the game. So
Okay.
anytime you want to use it. So thank you very much for unlocking that tier.
Thank you.
Yay! All right.
Thanks, everyone.
That's what $1's worth.
So you guys are.
Would it be easier if I came around?
No, that was a lot of bits.
No,
actually.
no, no.
It's like awkward
So,
bit.
so there's this one, or there is non-fizzy water. There was not, in fact, any water in here.
1 point?
I thought there was a water.
Oh, that's okay. Just give me a regular water. That's fine.
I thought when Ben took his cold water, he replaced it in the fridge. But no.
It wasn't cold. It was just in the fridge.
I don't believe you.
I'm sorry. I actually took the last cold water.
We knew it.
Haha!
We knew it.
We solved the mystery of the last cold water.
I used my advantage die to flick off the.
Fuck you all.
Warm water, roll sanity.
I am concerned this is going to explode because I accidentally dropped it. So I'm going
I
to.
think that as
guess
long
I'm
as
gonna
it doesn't
drink
get all over the mic, it'll be funny.
There we go.
Okay, that's good.
It's the Hunchback of Notre root beer.
Yeah. I might need your. That might be a pocket knife situation. We have a little crack. All right.
This is the night we learned that Nick is a hemophiliac.
Actually, my blood platelets have been quite low.
Oh, no.
They were quite concerned at the hospital.
No, let's not do that.
That's not good.
Okay, so you guys get all your gear together, and what time of night are you going to wait till like 2, 1 in the morning?
I would say second bell.
Okay.
What is second bell? What does that translate into?
Yeah, this is Dungeons and Dragons, like second watch.
Yeah.
So like
4 in the morning?
Like,
Or like midnight?
yeah, midnight, 2 in the morning.
okay.
I'll say like 1 or 2.
Because it's only going to take about an hour
You
to
should do
get
it like
up
at
there.
3 then.
No, because that's
No, 'cause-
only a couple of hours until
Yeah, we're
maybe
risking
sunrise.
And
sunrise.
most of them
at
wake
that
up
point.
really
Somebody
early.
had
what
to
time of-
wake
what
up
time of
early
year
to
is
pee
this?
Or something at
It's
3.
it's fall.
Oh,
And,
we have way more time.
but you also
This is Greenland. It's near the Arctic Circle.
Yes, you're right.
So there's a lot more darkness.
But you also have to remember that they wake up a lot earlier to go hunting
True.
and fishing.
True.
So like 4 in the morning.
We'll have to kill
They'll
them.
be up. People will be up already.
Okay,
You
so
want to
like,
get there around like 2, 3 at the latest.
2, I think.
are you guys good with 2?
Yeah.
Two?
2.
2?
2.
2. I'm gonna put it in Siri.
Oh, 2 doesn't work for me. Hold on.
All right. So you guys get up to the area and you get your boat tied off, and you've got all of your stuff tied down so it doesn't make any noise.
Sacks for food.
You make your what?
We're bringing sacks for food.
I heard
Okay.
it too.
Yeah,
I
good.
heard it too.
Good.
Like what?
My ears,
Nothing.
nothing. My ears went. What?
He's
Okay.
used to playing with me, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm used to the developed. Anyway, so you guys go up over this little hill, and there's a large community of Inuit down at the bottom near the ocean, and it's crystal clear out. There's a huge moon up, tons of stars, and you guys' eyes have completely like adjusted to the light and everything. And you look down and you see that there are a few people, a few guards, kind of walking around, patrolling the perimeter of the camp. And you see where they've got towards the edge of the camp, they have all their hanging fish and everything else. How do you guys have to decide as a team how you want to approach this?
So where's their stock?
It's right, like it's towards the edge. Like I said, it's towards the edge of the camp. You guys are up here on a hill, and then you see that you guys are not. You just have to go down the hill.
Can you guys hold on for a second?
Yeah.